Across the vast expanse of continents and through the deep flowing river of centuries, humanity, a species of remarkable ingenuity and relentless spirit, has etched its enduring legacy into the very fabric of our world, leaving traces that speak to both our triumphs and our struggles. We have carved our stories into the silent faces of mountains, transforming their stoic grandeur into monuments of our passing, immortalizing our presence in stone. We have raised cities from the unforgiving dust of deserts, creating oases of culture and life where none was thought possible, and where civilization could take root and flourish. We have navigated the dense, ancient forests, and with stone and will, we have built structures that defy the relentless march of time, reaching for the heavens themselves, standing as silent witnesses to the ages. These are not merely locations to be pinpointed on a map, simple coordinates on a spinning globe, but places that hold stories and secrets within their stones. They are something far more profound, far more resonant with the echoes of our shared past, connecting us across generations. They are living chronicles, monuments of memory where the whispers of forgotten empires still linger on the wind, and the shadows of history stretch long. They are tangible symbols of power, the epicenters from which ideas, armies, and cultures radiated outwards to shape the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the world. Each one stands as a testament to a deep and abiding purpose, a physical manifestation of the dreams, beliefs, and ambitions of those who came before us, echoing through the ages. Join us now as we embark on an extraordinary journey, a pilgrimage through time and space to bear witness to the most significant marks our species has left upon this planet, and to discover the stories behind them. We will travel to the sun-scorched sands of ancient kingdoms, climb to the cloud-shrouded peaks of lost civilizations, and walk through the hallowed halls where philosophy and democracy were born, where ideas that shaped the world first took flight. We will explore the 100 most influential places that, against all odds, still exist on Earth, each one a chapter in the grand, unfolding story of humanity and its enduring quest for meaning. Prepare to witness the majesty of human achievement, to feel the weight of history in the silent stones, and to connect with the enduring spirit that links us to our most distant ancestors across time and space. This is a cinematic exploration of our collective heritage, a journey to the very heart of what it means to build, to create, and to leave a mark that will outlast us all, echoing through generations. From the shadows of colossal pyramids to the windswept plains of enigmatic stone circles, the story of our world awaits, written not in ink but in earth and rock and enduring wonder. Here, on the arid plateau of Giza, where the golden sands of the Sahara meet the sprawling metropolis of Cairo, stands a monument of such staggering scale and antiquity that it seems to defy both history and logic. The Great Pyramid, a silent, colossal sentinel, has watched over this landscape for more than 4.5 millennia. It is the last survivor, the final defiant testament to the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a list of marvels that have otherwise crumbled to dust and faded into legend. Its sheer presence on the horizon is a humbling reminder of the enduring power of human ambition. The construction of this behemoth remains one of humanity's greatest feats, a logistical and engineering puzzle that continues to baffle scholars to this day. Imagine the scene. Tens of thousands of workers, toiling under the relentless Egyptian sun, quarrying, transporting, and meticulously placing over 2 million limestone and granite blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons. It was a project of unparalleled ambition, a national effort orchestrated with a precision that would be formidable even with modern technology. This was not merely a building. It was the forging of a mountain, a man-made peak designed to pierce the heavens and secure a pharaoh's journey into eternity. For centuries, it held the title of the tallest man-made structure on Earth, a record unbroken for over 3,800 years. Yet, its influence extends far beyond its physical dimensions. The Great Pyramid is a monument shrouded in a profound and captivating mystery. How were these colossal stones lifted with such accuracy? What celestial alignments and mathematical secrets are encoded within its very geometry? These questions have fueled the imaginations of explorers, historians, and dreamers for countless generations, making the pyramid not just a tomb, but a timeless enigma that invites us to question the limits of our own understanding of the past. Today, as the sun sets and casts its long, dramatic shadow across the sand, the pyramid seems to transform, It ceases to be just stone and becomes a vessel of time itself, a direct link to the dawn of civilization. It stands as a profound symbol of permanence in a world defined by change, a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires, the birth of new religions, and the relentless march of human progress. It is a monument not only to a king's afterlife, but to the extraordinary potential that lies within the human spirit to dream on a scale that transcends generations and to build for eternity. Upon the windswept Salisbury Plain in southern England, a circle of ancient, colossal stones stands in silent communion with the sky. This is Stonehenge, one of the most iconic and mystifying prehistoric monuments in the world. Its origins are steeped in the mists of time, its purpose a grand puzzle that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. These are not just rocks. They are the weathered bones of a forgotten belief system, arranged with a purpose that we can now only glimpse through the veil of 5,000 years. The sarsen stones and smaller blue stones, some transported over incredible distances, speak of a society with immense dedication and a profound connection to their landscape. The true genius of Stonehenge lies not only in its construction but in its celestial alignment. It is an ancient observatory, a monumental calendar built to map the heavens and mark the passage of time. On the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, the rising sun aligns perfectly with the heel stone, casting a beam of light directly into the heart of the circle. On the winter solstice, the shortest day, the setting sun finds its own precise alignment. This was a place where the earthly and the cosmic converged, a sacred theater where the movements of the sun, moon, and stars were tracked, celebrated, and perhaps even worshipped. Who were the people who dedicated generations to this monumental task? They were Neolithic farmers and builders, people without written language, yet they possessed a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and engineering. They moved these massive stones, weighing up to 40 tons, using little more than timber, rope, and sheer human determination. The site was built and rebuilt over a period of some 1,500 years, each phase adding another layer of complexity and mystery. Was it a temple for sun worship, a druidic place of ritual, a celestial calculator, or a sacred burial ground for a ruling dynasty? Perhaps it was all of these things. Even today, as mist clings to the ancient monoliths and the wind whispers through the tall grasses, Stonehenge retains its powerful, almost spiritual aura. It connects us to a deep, primal past, a time when humanity's survival depended on an intimate understanding of the seasons and the cycles of the natural world. It is a stark and beautiful reminder that long before the rise of great cities and empires, our ancestors were already looking to the stars, seeking order in the cosmos, and building monuments that would echo their silent, profound questions across the millennia, leaving us to wonder in their long, silent shadow. High in the Andes, where the mountains scrape the heavens and the world feels impossibly far from the ordinary, there exists a place that seems to float between reality and myth. Here, the air is thin and crisp, carrying with it the whispers of ancient civilizations and the secrets of a people who once called these heights home. Nestled among the clouds, a remarkable testament to human ingenuity lies hidden, its stones weathered by centuries yet still standing strong against the relentless march of time. Machu Picchu, the legendary city in the clouds, is more than just a collection of ruins. It's a living story carved into the very bones of the Andes. For centuries, Machu Picchu remained a secret, veiled by mist and jungle, its existence known only to the local Quechua people, who revered it as a sacred place. The Spanish conquistadors, who swept through the region in search of gold and glory, never found it. Instead, the city slumbered, untouched and undisturbed, its mysteries preserved by the thick forests and swirling clouds that cloaked its stone walls. A lost city whispered about only in local legend, Machu Picchu was a place of myth and memory, a ghostly presence in the collective imagination of the Andes. Stories of a hidden sanctuary, a royal retreat, and a sacred observatory passed from generation to generation, but few outsiders believed such a place could truly exist. This is Machu Picchu, a citadel built not on the valley floor, but perched high above, clinging to a narrow ridge that seems to defy the very laws of nature. The city's location is as improbable as it is breathtaking, a feat of engineering and vision that continues to inspire awe in all who behold it. Here, amongst the very peaks themselves, The Incas constructed a sanctuary that seems to float above the world, surrounded by jagged mountains and deep, verdant valleys. The altitude alone, nearly 2,500 meters above sea level, would have deterred most, but for the Incas, it was the perfect place to commune with the gods. It is a place that defies logic, a stone sanctuary constructed with breathtaking precision on a narrow ridge, flanked by precipitous drops that plunge into the valleys below. The city's very existence is a testament to the determination, skill, and spiritual vision of its builders, who saw not obstacles, but opportunities in the rugged landscape. The Incas, a civilization without the wheel or written language, achieved what many would have thought impossible. They harnessed the power of the mountains, transforming stone and earth into a harmonious blend of architecture and nature. Somehow, they managed to quarry, transport, and fit massive stones together with such accuracy that the seams between them are nearly invisible. Each block was shaped by hand using only simple tools, yet the fit is so perfect that not even a blade of grass can pass between them. This seamless construction is not just a marvel of craftsmanship, it is a testament to the Incas' deep understanding of their environment. The stones were designed to withstand earthquakes, their irregular shapes locking together like pieces of a puzzle, allowing the walls to flex and shift without collapsing. Even today, engineers and architects marvel at the ingenuity of these ancient builders. How did they move such enormous stones up steep mountain paths? How did they achieve such precision without modern technology? The answers remain elusive, adding to the enduring mystery of Machu Picchu. Here, at an altitude of nearly 2,500 meters, the world feels different, lighter, more ethereal, as if the city itself is suspended between earth and sky. The world unfolds in a panorama of staggering beauty, with the lush green valleys stretching out below and the snow-capped peaks rising in the distance. The play of light and shadow across the landscape creates a sense of timelessness, as if Machu Picchu exists outside the ordinary flow of history. The sacred Urubamba River, a silver serpent winding its way through the valley, glimmers in the sunlight far below. For the Incas, this river was more than just a source of water. It was a living entity, a vital artery that connected the city to the wider world. Carving its path through the deep green valleys, the Urubamba nourished the land and the people, its waters sustaining crops and providing life to the civilization that flourished here. The river's course, ever-changing yet eternal, mirrors the cycles of nature that the Incas revered. Its waters, clear and cold, were the lifeblood of the city, flowing through carefully constructed channels and terraces, ensuring that every part of Machu Picchu remained vibrant and alive. The surrounding peaks, known as apus, or mountain spirits, were believed to be powerful guardians, watching over the city and its people. Each peak had its own personality, its own story, woven into the spiritual fabric of Inca life. These silent, eternal guardians stand watch over Machu Picchu, their jagged forms rising above the clouds like ancient sentinels. To the Incas, the mountains were alive, imbued with spirit and power, and their presence was both a comfort and a challenge. Often wreathed in ethereal clouds, the peaks create an ever-changing tapestry of light and shadow, their moods shifting with the weather and the seasons. To stand among them is to feel the pulse of the earth itself, a connection to something vast and eternal. To be here is to feel suspended between earth and sky, to sense the thin veil that separates the physical world from the spiritual. The city's location, high above the clouds, invites contemplation and wonder, a reminder of humanity's smallness in the face of nature's grandeur. Here, the boundaries of the natural and the man-made blur into a single, seamless masterpiece. The city seems to grow organically from the mountainside, its terraces and walls echoing the contours of the land, its buildings aligned with the movements of the sun and stars. The Incas chose this place not by chance, but with careful deliberation and deep reverence for the forces that shaped their world. Its profound spiritual and astronomical significance is evident in every aspect of its design. The city's orientation, the placement of its temples, and the alignment of its windows all reflect a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos. Machu Picchu served as both a celestial observatory and a royal retreat, a place where the emperor and his priests could commune with the gods and chart the movements of the heavens. The Intihuatana stone, a carved pillar at the heart of the city, functioned as a solar clock, marking the solstices and equinoxes with astonishing accuracy. The city is a marvel of sophisticated planning, its layout reflecting both practical needs and spiritual beliefs. Streets and pathways wind through the ruins, connecting plazas, temples, and homes in a harmonious web that mirrors the order of the universe. Machu Picchu is a microcosm of the Incan world, a miniature reflection of their society and their relationship with the land. Every sector, every building, every stone has a purpose, contributing to the city's overall balance and beauty. The city is divided into distinct sectors, each with its own function and significance. There are areas for agriculture, for worship, for administration, and for daily life, all carefully integrated into the natural landscape. The agricultural zone, with its iconic cascading terraces, is a marvel in itself. These terraces, carved into the mountainside, allowed the Incas to grow crops in an environment that would otherwise be inhospitable. The urban zone, home to temples, plazas, and royal residences, was the heart of the city's spiritual and political life. Here, rituals were performed, decisions were made, and the rhythms of daily life unfolded against the backdrop of the mountains. These terraces are not merely decorative, they are a triumph of agricultural engineering, designed to create microclimates that could support a variety of crops. The Incas understood the complexities of their environment and adapted their farming techniques to suit the unique challenges of the Andes. The terraces also served to prevent erosion, stabilizing the mountainside and protecting the city from landslides. Their construction required careful planning and constant maintenance, a testament to the Incas' commitment to sustainability and harmony with nature. By creating a patchwork of microclimates, the Incas were able to cultivate a diverse array of crops, from maize and potatoes to exotic fruits and medicinal plants. This agricultural abundance supported not only the residents of Machu Picchu, but also the wider Inca Empire. Every stone, every channel, every alignment speaks of a deep, symbiotic relationship with the earth. The city was designed to work with the natural forces of wind, water, and sun, rather than against them. Water, the most precious of resources in this high-altitude environment, was managed through a complex network of stone canals and fountains. The Incas engineered an intricate system that captured, stored, and distributed water throughout the city, ensuring that every terrace and building had access to this vital element. These stone channels, some of which still function today, carried water from natural springs high in the mountains, channeling it through the city in a series of cascades and pools. The sound of flowing water was a constant presence, a soothing reminder of the city's connection to the land. The fountains, carved from solid stone, were both practical and symbolic, representing the flow of life and the blessings of the gods. Even after more than 500 years of silence, the system still works, a testament to the enduring genius of its creators. Yet, for all its beauty and ingenuity, Machu Picchu is also a place of mystery. What became of the people who built this extraordinary city? Why was it abandoned, left to the mercy of the jungle and the elements? The mystery is as profound as the landscape itself. Historians and archaeologists have proposed many theories, but the true story of Machu Picchu's rise and fall remains elusive, hidden in the mists that swirl around its ancient stones. Within a century of its construction, the city was abandoned. Some believe it was a royal estate, others a religious sanctuary, and still others a strategic outpost. Whatever its purpose, Machu Picchu's time as a living city was brief, its glory fading into legend almost as quickly as it had appeared. Its purpose and its inhabitants vanished into the mists of time, leaving behind only silent stones and unanswered questions. The city's abandonment coincided with the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors, but there is no evidence that they ever found it. Just before the Spanish arrived, Machu Picchu was deserted, its secrets locked away by the mountains and the jungle. Was it disease, war, or a sacred pilgrimage from which its people never returned? Or was it something else entirely, a decision made for reasons we may never fully understand? Deep within the rugged desert canyons of southern Jordan, a hidden city awaits, one carved not from quarried stone, but from the living rock itself. Petra, often called the Rose-Red City, is a place where history, myth, and natural wonder converge in a breathtaking spectacle. The very name Petra conjures images of lost civilizations, of ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered beneath the desert sun. For centuries, This city has stood as a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires, its facades glowing with the colors of dawn and dusk, its passageways echoing with the footsteps of traders, pilgrims, and explorers. To reach it, one must first pass through the Sikh, a narrow, winding gorge that snakes for over a kilometer between towering sandstone cliffs. The Sikh is not merely a passage, but a journey through time itself. As you walk its winding path, the world outside fades away, replaced by the cool shadows and the soft, echoing sounds of your own footsteps. The walls rise higher and higher, their surfaces etched with the marks of ancient floods and winds, their colors shifting with every step. The journey is one of anticipation, a gradual descent into the earth's embrace. Each twist and turn in the Sikh reveals new patterns in the rock, new mysteries to ponder. The air grows cooler, the light more diffuse, and the sense of expectation builds with every step. It is as if the very landscape is preparing you for something extraordinary, drawing you deeper into its heart. The walls, sculpted by wind and water over millennia, rise hundreds of feet on either side, at times so close they almost touch, blotting out the sky. These cliffs are not just barriers, but storytellers, their surfaces inscribed with the passage of time. Here and there you may spot ancient carvings, remnants of Nabatean gods, or inscriptions left by travelers long gone. The Sikh is alive with history, its silence broken only by the occasional call of a bird or the distant sound of water trickling through hidden channels. The colors shift with the light, from deep ochre to pale rose, preparing the visitor for the spectacle that lies at its end, a dramatic revelation that has astonished travelers for centuries. At sunrise, the walls glow with a gentle warmth, while at sunset, they blaze with fiery reds and golds. The interplay of light and stone is a living artwork, a prelude to the wonders that await beyond the final bend. And then, through a final sliver of darkness, it appears. The Sikh narrows to a thin crack, and suddenly the world opens up. Before you stands the most iconic sight in Petra, a vision that has inspired awe for generations. The treasury, Al-Khazne, a facade of breathtaking classical grandeur, hewn directly from the face of the pink sandstone cliff. Its columns and pediments, carved with exquisite detail, seem to glow from within, their surfaces catching the sunlight in a dazzling display. Legends swirl around this monument. Some say it once held the treasures of ancient kings, others that it was a tomb for Nabatean royalty. Whatever its true purpose, the treasury is a masterpiece of both art and engineering, a testament to the vision and skill of its creators. It is a moment of pure theater, a masterpiece of Hellenistic-inspired architecture emerging from the raw, natural stone. The contrast between the ornate facade and the rugged cliff is striking, a dialogue between human creativity and the forces of nature. The treasury is not merely built into the rock, it is born from it, its forms shaped by both chisel and time. This was Petra, the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a once thriving hub of commerce and culture. In its heyday, Petra was a crossroads of the ancient world, a place where merchants from distant lands gathered to trade goods, ideas, and stories. The city's wealth and influence were legendary, its markets filled with spices, incense, silks, and precious stones from across the known world. The Nabateans, ingenious Arab traders, commanded the lucrative incense and spice routes that linked China, India, and Arabia with the Mediterranean world. Their caravans traversed vast deserts, braving heat and hardship to bring exotic goods to the great cities of Rome, Alexandria, and Damascus. Petra's strategic location made it a vital link in this network, a place where East met West and cultures mingled in a vibrant tapestry. They harnessed the desert's most vital resource, water, with an intricate system of dams, cisterns, and conduits, allowing this metropolis to bloom in the arid landscape. The Nabateans were master engineers, their knowledge of hydraulics unmatched in the ancient world. They captured every drop of rain, channeling it through hidden pipes and reservoirs, transforming Petra into an oasis of life and abundance. Even today, the remnants of their waterworks inspire admiration, a reminder of the ingenuity that made Petra possible. Beyond the treasury, a vast city unfolds, a necropolis of unparalleled scale and artistry. The heart of Petra is not a single monument, but a sprawling landscape of tombs, temples, and dwellings, each carved with care and imagination. The city stretches for miles, its structures blending seamlessly with the cliffs and valleys, its streets winding through a labyrinth of stone. Hundreds of tombs, temples, and public buildings are carved into the multi-hued rock faces, creating a landscape that is both architectural and geological. Each structure is unique, its design reflecting the tastes and beliefs of its builders. Some are simple and austere, others adorned with elaborate carvings and columns. Together, they form a city unlike any other, a place where the boundaries between nature and culture blur and dissolve. Each facade tells a story, a fusion of Nabatean traditions with the influences of the great empires they traded with: Assyrian, Egyptian, Greek, and Roman. The artistry of Petra is a testament to its cosmopolitan spirit, its openness to new ideas and forms. You can see the echoes of distant lands in the capitals of columns, the motifs of gods and heroes, the intricate patterns that adorn doorways and windows. Petra was a city of innovation, a place where cultures met and mingled, leaving their mark on every stone. There is the Street of Facades, a row of monumental tombs. Their imposing fronts stand as silent guardians of the city, each one a monument to the families and individuals who once called Petra home. Walking along this street, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient processions, the voices of priests and mourners, the music of ceremonies lost to time. The vast theater, capable of seating thousands, carved directly into the mountainside, it was a place of gathering, of celebration and performance. Here, the people of Petra would come together to watch plays, listen to music, and share in the joys and sorrows of their community. The theater is a reminder that Petra was not just a city of the dead, but a city of the living, vibrant and full of life. And the climb to the monastery, Ad-Dair, a colossal structure even larger than the treasury, perched high above the city with views that stretch across the valley to the distant horizon. The journey to the monastery is a pilgrimage in itself, a test of endurance and wonder. As you ascend the ancient steps, the city falls away below, replaced by sweeping vistas of desert and sky. At the summit, the monastery stands in silent majesty, its facade weathered by centuries of wind and sun, its chambers echoing with the mysteries of the past. For centuries, after the trade routes shifted and earthquakes took their toll, Petra was lost to the Western world, a secret guarded by the local Bedouin. The city faded from maps and memory, its existence whispered in legends and travelers' tales. Only the Bedouin knew its secrets, moving quietly among the ruins, their lives intertwined with the stones of Petra. It became a place of legend, the fabled rose-red city half as old as time. Poets and explorers dreamed of its wonders, imagining lost treasures and forgotten kings. The very name Petra became a symbol of mystery and adventure, a beacon for those who sought the unknown. Its rediscovery in the 19th century unveiled the sheer ambition and artistic genius of the Nabatean people. When Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt entered Petra in 1812, disguised as an Arab, he opened a new chapter in the city's story. News of Petra's wonders spread across Europe, inspiring artists, writers, and archaeologists to seek out its secrets. The city became a symbol of the enduring power of human creativity, a reminder that even in the harshest landscapes, beauty and ingenuity can flourish. Today, to walk its ancient streets is to witness the enduring power of human creativity. Visitors from around the world come to marvel at Petra's wonders, to lose themselves in its labyrinth of stone and shadow. The city is alive once more, its silence broken by the laughter and awe of those who come to pay homage to its legacy. It is a city that was not built upon the land, but born from within it, a permanent and profound testament to a civilization that made the desert itself their canvas and carved their legacy directly into the heart of the world. Petra stands as a bridge between past and present, a place where the dreams of ancient peoples live on in stone and sand. To stand in Petra is to feel the weight of history, the pulse of creativity, and the enduring spirit of those who dared to imagine a city where none should exist. It is a reminder that even in the most unlikely places, humanity can create wonders that endure for millennia, shaping not only the land but the very soul of those who walk its paths. On a high, rocky outcrop overlooking the sprawling city of Athens stands a monument that has shaped the course of human history. This is the Acropolis, and its crowning jewel is the Parthenon. More than just a temple, it is the enduring symbol of an age of unprecedented intellectual and artistic awakening. Built in the 5th century BC during the Golden Age of Athens, it was dedicated to the goddess Athena, the city's patron, a protector of wisdom and warfare. Its construction marked the zenith of the Athenian Empire, a celebration of their victory over the Persian invaders, and a bold declaration of their cultural supremacy. It is, in essence, the physical embodiment of the birth of democracy. Every aspect of its design was conceived with mathematical perfection and aesthetic harmony. The architects, Iktinos and Kallikrates, employed subtle optical refinements to create an illusion of absolute straightness and symmetry. The columns lean slightly inwards, the corner columns are imperceptibly thicker, and the stylobate, the platform on which it rests, curves gently upwards towards the center. These are not flaws, but strokes of genius, designed to correct the distortions of the human eye and present an image of ideal beauty. It was a structure intended not just to be seen, but to be experienced, to inspire a sense of order, balance, and rational thought in all who gazed upon it. Under the masterful direction of the sculptor Phidias, the temple was adorned with some of the most magnificent sculptures of the ancient world. The metopes depicted mythological battles, symbolizing the triumph of order over chaos, of civilization over barbarism. The frieze portrayed the Panathenaic procession, a vibrant cavalcade of the Athenian people themselves, a revolutionary celebration of the citizens' role in the life of the city. And within the inner sanctum once stood a colossal 40-foot statue of Athena Parthenos, crafted from ivory and gold, a lost wonder that must have been a truly awe-inspiring sight, the divine heart of this sacred space. Though it has been a temple, a church, a mosque, and a munitions storehouse, though it has been ravaged by war, shaken by earthquakes, and weathered by millennia of exposure, the Parthenon endures. Its elegant skeletal form, standing against the blue Attic sky, remains one of the most influential buildings ever constructed. Its principles of logic, proportion, and democratic idealism have echoed through the ages, shaping the architecture of countless governmental buildings, museums, and monuments across the globe. It is more than stone. It is the cradle of Western civilization, a timeless monument to the power of human reason and the enduring quest for perfection. Deep within the verdant heart of Southeast Asia, a monumental structure emerges from the jungle's embrace, a testament to faith and cosmic order etched in stone. Here, in the humid air, thick with the scent of earth and ancient trees, the past and present seem to merge. The jungle, once a shroud, now parts to reveal a marvel of human ingenuity and spiritual devotion, a place where nature and civilization have danced together for centuries. This is Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world. Sprawling across more than 400 acres, it is not just a temple, but a city of stone, a living relic of a civilization that once ruled over a vast empire. Its scale is so immense that from above, it appears almost otherworldly, a vision conjured from myth and legend. Its 5 lotus bud towers, reaching for the heavens, are not merely architectural feats. They are a physical representation of Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods in Hindu cosmology. Each tower rises with purpose, symbolizing the peaks of this sacred mountain, the axis of the universe, around which all existence revolves. The very layout of Angkor Wat is a cosmic diagram, a map of the spiritual universe rendered in sandstone. For centuries, this sprawling complex lay dormant, swallowed by the relentless green tide of the forest, a lost kingdom whispered about only in legend. The roots of towering trees crept over its walls, and the calls of birds echoed through empty corridors. Yet even in abandonment, Angkor Wat retained its aura of mystery and majesty, waiting patiently for the world to rediscover its secrets. Its rediscovery revealed a civilization of extraordinary sophistication, whose understanding of engineering, art, and spirituality allowed them to create this earthly paradise, a mirror of the divine realm. The Khmer architects and artisans who built Angkor Wat were masters of their craft, blending mathematics, astronomy, and religious symbolism into every stone and carving. The sheer scale of Angkor Wat is almost impossible for the mind to fully comprehend. Its galleries stretch for hundreds of meters, its courtyards unfold in perfect symmetry, and its towers soar above the treetops. Every angle reveals new wonders, every perspective a different story. It is a place designed to inspire awe, to humble the visitor before the grandeur of the cosmos. Its outer moat, a vast, shimmering rectangle of water, stretches for miles, creating a perfect island for this sacred city. The moat is not just a barrier, but a symbol of the cosmic ocean that surrounds Mount Meru, separating the sacred from the profane, the eternal from the fleeting. To cross it is to leave the mundane world behind and enter a realm of profound symbolism. Each step along the causeway is a journey inward, a passage from the earthly to the divine, from the chaos of daily life to the order of the universe as envisioned by the Khmer kings. The causeway, flanked by stone serpents or nagas, guides the pilgrim on a journey of spiritual awakening. These mythical creatures, guardians of the threshold, are said to connect the human world with the realm of the gods, their undulating forms echoing the movement of water and the cycles of life and death. Every surface, every gallery, every courtyard is meticulously planned, aligned with the movements of the sun and stars. The temple's orientation is no accident. It is a calendar in stone, marking the equinoxes and solstices, a testament to the Khmer people's deep connection to the rhythms of the cosmos. It is a stone mandala, a diagram of the universe, designed to harmonize the human world with the celestial one, a place where kings became gods. The symmetry and precision of its layout reflect a desire to bring order to chaos, to create a space where the divine could dwell among mortals. The walls here do not just support the immense weight of the towers, they speak. They are storytellers, chronicling the beliefs, victories, and dreams of an entire civilization. They are adorned with over a mile of bas-reliefs, a continuous narrative of breathtaking complexity and artistry. Each panel is a window into the past, a tapestry of gods, heroes, and mortals, all rendered with exquisite detail. Here, epic tales from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata unfold in intricate detail. The stories are not just for decoration. They are lessons, parables, and reminders of the eternal struggle between good and evil, order and chaos. Armies of monkeys and demons clash in celestial battles. Graceful apsaras, heavenly dancers, are frozen mid-movement, their serene smiles promising eternal bliss. The walls pulse with life, each figure a testament to the skill and imagination of the artists who carved them centuries ago. These carvings are more than decoration. They are a sacred text, a visual library of a people's beliefs, their history, and their aspirations, a story told not with ink, but with chisel and stone for all of eternity. Every motif, every inscription is a message to the future, a plea for remembrance and reverence. As the sun rises, its first rays illuminate the central tower, a daily reenactment of creation itself. The temple comes alive in the golden light, shadows dancing across the carvings, as if the stories themselves are awakening with the dawn. The stones, once a dull gray, blush with the warm light, and the entire complex seems to awaken, pulsing with an ancient energy. It is a moment of profound beauty, a reminder that this place is not just a relic, but a living, breathing testament to the enduring power of human creativity and faith. Angkor Wat was first a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, the preserver, before transforming into a center of Buddhist worship. This evolution is visible in the art and architecture, where Hindu deities share space with images of the Buddha, reflecting centuries of spiritual transformation and cultural exchange. This transition speaks to the fluidity of faith and the enduring spiritual power of this place. Pilgrims and monks still walk its corridors, lighting incense and offering prayers, their presence a living link to the temple's ancient past. It has remained the soul of the Khmer people, a symbol of national pride and a powerful reminder of a glorious past, a stone heart that continues to beat in the Cambodian jungle. Angkor Wat endures not only as a monument to the gods, but as a beacon of hope, resilience, and unity for generations to come. In the very heart of Rome stands an elliptical behemoth of travertine and concrete, a broken crown that still proclaims the unparalleled might of an empire. This is the Flavian Amphitheater, known to the world as the Colosseum. For nearly 500 years, this was the epicenter of Roman entertainment, a theater of life and death on a scale never before witnessed. Its tiered arches, once adorned with colossal statues, rise towards the Italian sky, a marvel of engineering designed to hold more than 50,000 spectators, all drawn here by an insatiable thirst for spectacle. It was a gift to the Roman people, a political tool to placate the masses with bread and circuses. Imagine the roar of the crowd, a sound that would have shaken the foundations of the city itself. Citizens from every walk of life, From senators in their marble seats to the common plebeians in the highest tiers, gathered here under a vast, retractable awning. Below them, the sand-covered arena, the arena, waited, stained by the lifeblood of countless creatures and men. This was not merely a venue for sport, it was a carefully orchestrated display of the Empire's power. Exotic animals from the farthest reaches of conquered lands, lions, elephants, crocodiles, were pitted against one another or against condemned men, a brutal demonstration of Rome's dominion over the natural world. The gladiators were the superstars of their day. Slaves, prisoners of war, or desperate freemen, they trained in specialized schools to become masters of combat, each with their own unique armor and weaponry. The retiarius with his net and trident, the murmillo with his fish-crested helmet, the secutor, the pursuer. Their lives were short and violent, but in the arena they could achieve a form of immortality, their names chanted by thousands. The fate of a defeated gladiator often lay in the hands of the crowd, their turned thumbs a simple gesture deciding between a sliver of mercy or a final public death, the ultimate expression of mob rule. Beneath the wooden floor of the arena lay a labyrinthine underworld known as the Hypogeum, a complex network of tunnels, cages, and elevators. It was a hidden world of frantic activity. Here, gladiators and wild beasts were kept, waiting to be hoisted into the blinding light and deafening noise of the arena above. Today, the Colosseum stands as a magnificent ruin, its arches framing the modern city. The roar of the crowd has been replaced by the quiet awe of visitors, yet the echoes of its savage history remain, a powerful and sobering monument to the grandeur, the genius, and the profound cruelty of ancient Rome. On the sun-drenched coast of what is now Turkey, lie the sprawling and magnificent ruins of a city that was once a vibrant crossroads of civilizations. This is Ephesus. At its peak under Roman rule, it was one of the largest cities in the Mediterranean world, a bustling metropolis where East truly met West. Walking its marble-paved streets, one can still feel the pulse of its former life. Great colonnades line the avenues, leading past the remains of bathhouses, fountains, and marketplaces. This was a city of immense wealth, a vital port that connected the trade routes of Asia with the power centers of Europe, a melting pot of cultures, languages, and ideas. The grandeur of Ephesus is perhaps best encapsulated by the breathtaking facade of the Library of Celsus. Built to honor a Roman senator, it was the third largest library in the ancient world, housing over 12,000 scrolls. Its two-story facade, with its intricate carvings and niches for statues personifying wisdom, knowledge, virtue, and thought, is a testament to the city's intellectual and artistic achievements. This was not just a repository of documents. It was a public statement, a declaration that Ephesus was a center of learning and culture on par with Alexandria or Pergamum, a shining beacon of Hellenistic and Roman civilization. Ephesus was also a city of profound spiritual significance. It was famously home to the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a colossal structure that drew pilgrims from across the known world. Though little of it remains today, its influence was immense. Later, the city became a crucial center for early Christianity. The Apostle Paul lived and preached here, and it is believed to be the place where the Gospel of John was written. The clash and confluence of these powerful belief systems, of pagan goddesses and a new monotheistic faith, shaped the very soul of the city, leaving an indelible mark on its history. Today, as one wanders through the vast archaeological site, past the great theater capable of holding 25,000 spectators, or the remains of the terraced houses with their stunning mosaics, the scale of this ancient city is still overwhelming. Ephesus is more than a collection of ruins. It is a remarkably preserved chapter of human history. It tells a story of commerce and philosophy, of empire and faith, of the enduring power of cities to act as crucibles for the ideas that shape our world. Here, on these marble stones, one walks in the footsteps of merchants, scholars, apostles, and emperors. Deep within the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, where the jungle breathes a humid, ancient air, lies a city born of myth and astronomical precision. The dense green canopy stretches for miles, concealing secrets of a civilization that once flourished here, their stories whispered by the wind through the leaves. This is a land where the past feels ever present, where every stone and shadow seems to hold a memory. This is Chichen Itza, the dominion of the Maya, and later the Toltecs, a civilization that looked to the heavens and saw not just stars, but the very blueprint of their existence. Here, the sky was a living calendar, and the movements of the sun, moon, and planets dictated the rhythm of life, from planting and harvest to the timing of sacred rituals. Here, stone monuments rise from the flat landscape like great beasts, their shadows charting the slow, inexorable passage of time. Each structure is a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of its builders, who shaped limestone into forms that would endure for centuries, defying the encroaching jungle. The very air seems to hum with the echoes of ancient rituals, of a people who understood the cosmos in a way that continues to baffle and inspire us. The jungle, thick and alive, presses close, as if trying to reclaim these stones, but the spirit of Chichen Itza endures, woven into the land itself. This was a place of power, a sacred fulcrum between the mortal world and the divine. Here, rulers and priests sought to commune with gods, to interpret omens, and to ensure the balance of the universe was maintained through ceremony and sacrifice. The heart of this sprawling city is the great step pyramid known as El Castillo, the castle. Towering above the plaza, it commands attention, its symmetry and scale both intimidating and awe-inspiring. But this is no mere fortress. It is a physical manifestation of the Mayan calendar, a solar clock of immense scale and complexity. Every angle, every stair, every carving is imbued with meaning, reflecting the Maya's profound connection to the cycles of the sun and the passage of time. Each of its 4 stairways contains 91 steps, meticulously carved and aligned with the cardinal directions, a feat of both engineering and spiritual significance, which, when added together with the single step of the platform at its summit, equals 365, the days of the solar year. This was not a coincidence, but a deliberate act of cosmic alignment, a way to anchor the heavens to the earth. It is a testament to an astonishingly advanced understanding of mathematics and astronomy, a skill honed over centuries of patient observation of the celestial ballet above, all captured in the unyielding permanence of stone. The Maya charted the movements of Venus, predicted eclipses, and wove these cosmic events into the very fabric of their society. Twice a year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, a remarkable phenomenon occurs. People from all over the world gather, just as the Maya once did, to witness a spectacle that blurs the line between science and magic. As the sun begins its slow descent, a play of light and shadow creates the illusion of a colossal serpent slithering down the northern staircase of the pyramid. The effect is so precise, so intentional, that it leaves even modern engineers in awe. This is the feathered serpent god Kukulkan returning to the earth. For the Maya, this was not just a visual trick, but a sacred event, a moment when the boundary between the human and the divine was at its thinnest. For a few precious hours, the architectural genius of the Maya summons their deity from the sky, a divine spectacle witnessed by thousands who gather to see the legend made real. The crowd falls silent as the shadow descends, a collective gasp echoing across the centuries. It is a breathtaking fusion of art, science, and faith, a moment when the boundary between the physical and the metaphysical seems to dissolve entirely. The pyramid becomes a living monument, a bridge between worlds, its stones animated by the sun's touch. The presence of Kukulkan is felt not just in the equinox shadow, but throughout this sacred city. Every plaza, every temple, every ball court is a stage for the interplay of light, shadow, and myth. From the Temple of the Warriors with its forest of carved columns, where warriors and priests once gathered to honor their gods and ancestors, to the ominous Great Ball Court where life and death hung in the balance of a ritual game, the feathered serpent's influence is pervasive. The echoes of the past linger here, in the carvings and the stones, in the stories passed down through generations. Chichen Itza stands as a profound monument to a worldview where the cycles of the heavens were not distant events, but living forces that shaped every aspect of existence. The city's layout, its monuments, and its rituals all reflect a deep reverence for the cosmos, but intimately woven into the fabric of daily life, politics, and survival. The Maya believed that by aligning themselves with the universe, they could ensure prosperity, health, and the favor of the gods. It is a place that reminds us that for some, the sky was not a ceiling, but a sacred map to be read, understood, and revered. Chichen Itza endures as a testament to the power of human imagination, to the enduring quest to find meaning in the stars, and to the belief that, for a moment, the divine can walk among us. Here, across the vast and undulating landscapes of northern China, lies a structure of almost unimaginable scale. The Great Wall of China, a name that conjures images of ancient might and enduring mystery, is more than just a wall. It is a living testament to the ingenuity, ambition, and resilience of an entire civilization. Stretching over 13,000 miles, it weaves its way through mountains, deserts, grasslands, and plateaus, a silent sentinel that has watched over the land for more than 2 millennia. Its presence is both commanding and humbling, a reminder of the extraordinary feats that human hands and hearts can achieve when driven by a common purpose. The Great Wall, not a single, continuous barrier, but a complex and sprawling network of fortifications, watchtowers, and natural defenses, stitching together the very fabric of this ancient land. It is a patchwork of stone, brick, tamped earth, and wood, each section reflecting the era and the people who built it. Some stretches are robust and imposing, with towering ramparts and formidable gates, while others are little more than crumbling mounds, slowly being reclaimed by the earth. Yet together they form a tapestry of history, a physical chronicle of the hopes, fears, and dreams of generations past. For centuries, it has been a silent witness to the ebb and flow of dynasties, a testament to a civilization's enduring will to define and defend its realm. The wall has seen emperors rise and fall, armies march and retreat, and entire cultures flourish and fade. It has stood through times of peace and times of war, its stones absorbing the stories of those who lived and died in its shadow. In the soft light of dawn, or shrouded in the mists of early morning, the wall seems almost otherworldly, a bridge between the past and the present, between myth and reality. It slithers over mountain crests like a colossal stone dragon, its scales crafted from earth, brick, and the sheer determination of millions. The wall's serpentine form is not merely a feat of engineering, but a work of art, harmonizing with the rugged contours of the land. Each twist and turn, each rise and fall, was carefully planned to maximize defense and visibility, but also to respect the natural beauty of the landscape. In Chinese culture, the dragon is a symbol of power, wisdom, and protection, and the wall embodies these qualities in every stone and every curve. Its purpose was not merely to repel invaders, but to create a psychological boundary, a line drawn upon the earth that separated the known world from the vast, untamed wilderness beyond. For those who lived within its embrace, the wall was a shield, a guardian against the unknown. For those on the outside, it was a formidable obstacle, a symbol of the power and unity of the Chinese Empire. The wall marked the edge of civilization, a place where order met chaos, where the familiar gave way to the mysterious. It was as much a mental barrier as a physical one, shaping the identity and worldview of an entire people. The sheer human endeavor required to construct such a monument almost defies comprehension. Imagine the countless hands that shaped each brick, the backs that bent under the weight of stone, the feet that trudged mile after mile along treacherous paths. The wall was built over centuries, by emperors and generals, by skilled artisans and unskilled laborers, by free men and prisoners alike. It was a project that demanded not only immense resources, but also unwavering resolve and sacrifice. The wall is, in many ways, a monument to the human spirit, a testament to what can be achieved when people come together in pursuit of a common goal, no matter how daunting. Generations of soldiers, commoners, and convicts toiled under the harshest of conditions, their lives poured into the mortar that binds these stones. Many never saw the wall completed, their stories lost to time, but their legacy endures in every weathered brick and every worn path. The wall is a silent memorial to their labor and their sacrifice, a reminder that history is built not only by kings and conquerors, but by ordinary people whose names may never be known. Each brick, each tamped earth rampart, carries the echo of their labor, a silent story of sacrifice and resilience. The wall's surface is scarred by centuries of wind and rain, by the footsteps of travelers and the passage of time. Yet it endures, a living relic that connects us to the people who came before. To touch its stones is to reach across the centuries, to feel the pulse of history beneath your fingertips. The wall grew organically over centuries, adapted by each successive dynasty to meet new threats and shifting borders. The earliest walls were built of tamped earth and wood, simple yet effective barriers against raiders from the north. Later dynasties, such as the Ming, transformed the wall into the massive stone and brick structure we see today, adding watchtowers, garrison stations, and elaborate gates. Each era left its mark, creating a mosaic of styles and techniques that reflect the changing needs and aspirations of the Chinese people. It is a living document of military strategy and political ambition, its path dictated by the unforgiving topography of the land it seeks to control. The wall follows the contours of mountains and rivers, adapting to the challenges of the landscape with remarkable ingenuity. In some places, it climbs steep cliffs and plunges into deep valleys. In others, it stretches across open plains or skirts the edges of deserts. Every bend and every break tells a story of adaptation and survival, of the constant struggle to protect and preserve a way of life. From the deserts of the West to the shores of the Bohai Sea, it is a physical manifestation of a nation's soul, etched into the planet itself. The wall is not just a barrier, but a bridge, connecting distant regions, uniting diverse peoples, and forging a sense of shared identity. It is a symbol of endurance and continuity, a reminder that the story of China is one of both division and unity, of struggle and triumph. As we gaze upon its length, we see more than just a defensive structure. We see a living monument to the power of human imagination and determination. The wall is a place of pilgrimage for millions, a source of inspiration and wonder for people from all walks of life. It invites us to reflect on our own place in history, to consider the legacies we will leave behind. We see a grand artery of communication and control. The wall was not only a military fortification, but also a vital network for the movement of people, goods, and ideas. Along its length, soldiers patrolled, merchants traded, and messengers carried news from one end of the empire to the other. The wall helped to knit together a vast and diverse land, fostering connections that would shape the course of Chinese history. Along its spine, a system of beacons and smoke signals could transmit messages across hundreds of miles in a matter of hours, a feat of ancient technology that bound the empire together. These beacons were the lifeblood of the wall, allowing for rapid communication in times of crisis. When danger threatened, a single spark could set off a chain reaction, alerting distant garrisons and mobilizing defenses with astonishing speed. This network was a marvel of organization and foresight, a testament to the strategic genius of those who conceived it. The watchtowers, scattered like sentinels along its entire length, were the eyes and ears of the emperor, ever vigilant outposts on the edge of civilization. From these towers, soldiers kept watch over the horizon, scanning for signs of movement, ready to sound the alarm at the first hint of danger. The towers were both homes and fortresses, places of duty and sacrifice where men stood guard against the unknown. They stand today as lonely, beautiful monuments to a bygone era, their empty windows staring out over landscapes that have seen the rise and fall of empires, the march of armies, and the quiet, ceaseless passage of time. These towers are haunted by the memories of those who once stood within their walls, their stories etched into the stone and carried on the wind. They remind us that history is not just a series of events, but a tapestry of lives, each thread woven with care, each moment a part of something greater. Ultimately, the Great Wall is a profound symbol of unity and perseverance. It is a reminder that even the greatest challenges can be overcome through collective effort and shared vision. The wall stands as a beacon of hope and resilience, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It represents the colossal effort of a people to forge a single identity, to protect their culture, and to build a legacy that would endure for millennia. The wall is a living symbol of the values that have shaped China: strength, unity, perseverance, and a deep respect for history and tradition. It is a place where the past and present meet, where the dreams of yesterday inspire the hopes of tomorrow. It is a ribbon of stone, yes, but it is also a thread that runs through the very heart of Chinese history, connecting the past to the present. The wall is a living link between generations, a bridge across time that invites us to reflect on our own place in the world. It is a reminder that we are all part of a larger story, that our actions today will shape the legacy we leave for those who come after us. It reminds us that the most monumental achievements of our species are often born not from a single vision, but from the collective, sustained effort of countless individuals, working together to create something far greater and more lasting than themselves. The wall is a celebration of human potential, a monument to the power of cooperation and shared purpose. As we walk its length, we are reminded that every step we take is part of a journey that began long before us and will continue long after we are gone. A wonder etched forever upon the face of our world. The Great Wall of China is not just a relic of the past, but a living symbol of what we can achieve when we dare to dream, to build, and to endure. It stands as a challenge and an inspiration to us all, a reminder that together, we can shape the world in ways that will be remembered for generations to come. In the heart of Agra, reflected in the tranquil waters of a long, placid pool, stands a structure that seems not to be built, but to have been conjured from a dream. The Taj Mahal rises from the mist like a vision, its white marble glowing softly in the early light, as if the dawn itself pauses to admire its beauty. Here, in this serene setting, the boundaries between reality and legend blur, and the monument appears almost weightless, suspended between earth and sky. This is the Taj Mahal, a monument that transcends its function as a tomb to become the world's most enduring and poignant symbol of love. It is not merely a building, but a story carved in stone, a story of devotion, loss, and the longing to immortalize a beloved soul. For centuries, it has stood as a silent witness to the passage of time, its beauty undiminished, its message universal. Commissioned in the 17th century by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, it is an elegy written in pristine white marble, a final, breathtaking gift to his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Their love story, marked by both grandeur and tragedy, echoes through the corridors of history. When Mumtaz died in childbirth, Shah Jahan was devastated, and in his grief he vowed to create a mausoleum unlike any the world had ever seen, a monument that would honor her memory for eternity. Its perfect symmetry, its ethereal domes, and its delicate minarets all speak a language of profound devotion, capturing a singular, powerful emotion and rendering it into architectural form for all time. Every curve and contour, every shadow and reflection is a testament to the depth of Shah Jahan's love and the skill of those who brought his vision to life. The Taj Mahal's silhouette, mirrored in the water, seems to float, as if love itself has taken physical form. The craftsmanship is a wonder to behold, a testament to the zenith of Mughal artistic achievement. Each marble panel is a canvas, each carving a poem, and every inlay a brushstroke in a masterpiece that took decades to complete. The attention to detail is staggering, with every inch of the monument reflecting the hands and hearts of those who labored upon it. 20,000 artisans were gathered from across the empire and beyond, masters of their craft who spent 2 decades inlaying the structure with a breathtaking array of semi-precious stones. These craftsmen, hailing from Persia, Central Asia, and even as far as Europe, brought with them techniques and traditions that merged to create something truly unique. The air must have been filled with the sound of chisels and hammers, the scent of wet stone, and the quiet determination of those who knew they were building for the ages. Jasper, jade, turquoise, and lapis lazuli were painstakingly carved into intricate floral patterns and elegant calligraphy, creating a surface that shimmers and changes with the shifting light of the day. The walls are alive with color and texture, each motif a tribute to the beauty of nature and the artistry of the human hand. The calligraphy, verses from the Quran, seems to float above the marble, inviting contemplation and reverence. From the soft, rosy glow of dawn to the pearlescent luster of a moonlit night, the Taj Mahal seems to breathe, its mood reflecting the heavens above, a dynamic canvas of light and shadow. At sunrise, the marble blushes pink. By midday, it gleams white and pure, and under the full moon it glows with an otherworldly silver light. The monument is never the same twice, its beauty shifting with the hours, as if it is alive, responding to the world around it. Every element of its design is imbued with meaning and purpose, a carefully orchestrated symphony of geometry and symbolism. The layout of the complex, the alignment of the buildings, and the proportions of every structure are all calculated to evoke harmony and balance. The Taj Mahal is not just a tomb, but a cosmic diagram, a reflection of the order and beauty of the universe itself. The grand central dome, so perfectly proportioned, represents the vault of heaven, while the 4 surrounding minarets, leaning slightly outwards, are designed not only for aesthetic balance, but to protect the main tomb in the event of an earthquake. This subtle engineering marvel ensures that, should disaster strike, the minarets would fall away from the tomb, preserving the sanctity of the central chamber. Such foresight and ingenuity are woven into every aspect of the Taj Mahal's design. The gardens themselves, divided into 4 quadrants by the flowing water channels, are a representation of paradise as described in the Quran. The sound of water, the fragrance of flowers, and the shade of ancient trees create an atmosphere of tranquility and reflection. These gardens are not merely decorative, but are meant to evoke the promise of eternal peace, a paradise where lovers might be reunited beyond the bounds of mortal life. It is a complete, self-contained world, a vision of eternal peace and beauty made manifest here on earth, a sanctuary built for a love that was deemed immortal. Within its walls, time seems to slow, and the noise of the outside world fades away, replaced by a sense of awe and reverence. The Taj Mahal invites every visitor to pause, to reflect, and to feel the enduring power of love and memory. And so, the Taj Mahal stands not merely as a relic of a powerful empire, but as a universal touchstone for the human heart. It is a place where history, art, and emotion converge, where the story of one couple becomes a symbol for all who have loved and lost. Its silent walls have witnessed the footsteps of emperors and commoners alike, each drawn by the same longing to connect with something greater than themselves. It draws millions from every corner of the globe, pilgrims who come not to worship a deity, but to stand in the presence of a love so profound it inspired the creation of perfection. Some come seeking inspiration, others solace, and many simply to marvel at the artistry and vision that could give rise to such a wonder. The Taj Mahal is a meeting place for humanity, a crossroads where cultures and generations intersect in shared admiration. It reminds us that amidst the grand sweep of history, with its empires and its battles, the most powerful and lasting force is often the intimate connection between 2 individuals. The Taj Mahal is a monument not to conquest or power, but to the quiet, enduring strength of love, a force that can inspire beauty, transcend sorrow, and leave a mark on the world that endures long after we are gone. It is a silent, magnificent promise whispered in stone that beauty and love can indeed create a legacy that time itself cannot diminish. The Taj Mahal endures, not just as a marvel of architecture, but as a living poem, a reminder that even in our most profound grief, we are capable of creating something timeless, something that speaks to the very soul of humanity. From the sun-scorched sands of Giza to the mist-shrouded peaks of the Andes, from the silent stones of ancient henges to the vibrant heart of sprawling temples, we have journeyed across the globe and through the annals of time. We have witnessed the ambition of pharaohs, the ingenuity of emperors, the devotion of artists, and the tireless spirit of entire civilizations. These places, these 100 influential points on our planet, are far more than simple destinations or coordinates on a map. They are the collective memory of humanity, the grand library of our species, with each stone, each carving, each vista a chapter in our extraordinary story. They are repositories of our greatest triumphs and our most profound mysteries, holding the echoes of prayers whispered thousands of years ago and the faint footprints of forgotten pilgrims. In their silent grandeur, they tell of our innate desire to reach for the heavens, to understand our place in the cosmos, and to leave a mark that will outlast our fleeting lives. They are the arenas of our history, the crucibles where cultures were forged, ideas were born, and empires rose to glory only to crumble back into the dust. To walk among them is to walk with ghosts, to feel the immense weight and wonder of the human journey. These sites stand as a testament to our capacity for creation, and at times, for destruction. They have survived the ravages of war, the neglect of centuries, and the ceaseless work of nature. Yet they endure as powerful reminders of who we were and who we have the potential to be. They challenge us, inspire us, and connect us to the vast, unbroken chain of human experience that stretches back to the dawn of consciousness. As long as they stand, so too do the stories of our rise, our follies, our boundless wonders, and our most cherished dreams. The world is a book, and these places are its most magnificent pages. They wait patiently for us to read them, to learn their lessons, and to add our own small verse to the epic poem of humanity. They are not merely to be seen, but to be felt, to be experienced, to be absorbed into the very fabric of our being. The question then is not simply which of these places you will see, but which of their stories will become a part of your own before you, too, leave this remarkable earth. Which memory will you carry with you?